very delighted to have you here and truly honoured. So will you please put your hands together for Eddie Izzard.
I have to follow Bob Geldof, that's not great. Good warm-up, thanks. I was very affected by the astronauts. We didn't have an astronaut program, but all the helicopters going over, so you kind of have one. I was very affected by what the Americans said when they were in outer space. It was a kind of crazy way to start this. But it was pretty heckled by them. But what they said, astronauts, I can't remember exactly which astronaut it was, he looked down on the Earth and he said, "We see no borders. We see no frontiers. There are none. We've built them all. Human beings have built them all." And the brilliant thing about the United Kingdom is that we took them down. We took down the borders that existed. We have killed each other for so many hundreds of years. That was in the past. We moved beyond that. And it just seems so sad. And I say this to the people of Scotland, it seems so sad to break up our family. To break up our family and build a border. Whatever it is, even if it's not a real border, the sort of border, it's still a border. Humanity is about, I've studied a lot of history, and humanity is about human beings gradually coming together. It's got to be that, otherwise we have no future. And I do feel that we must be heading towards a place where there are no borders, because we have built them ourselves. Now, this day, this is the 15th of September, happens to be the exact day, for a bizarre reason, I don't know why, it just happens to be this. It's when I ran my 43rd marathon back in here and finished there on those steps just there 5 years ago. This is... Now, I wrote something about that because I ran with an English flag, and I ran with a Welsh flag, and then I ran with a flag I made up for Northern Ireland, which was taking my life in my hands, really. And then I ran with the Scottish flag, the Saltire, and I ran 8 marathons with that flag, and then I came back down and back to the English flag. And I wrote this thing, you know, why was I doing it in the United Kingdom? I'm so positive on the United Kingdom. It was because we could be different. We could be separate, but together. And I thought it was beautiful. And I wrote, we are all different, we are all the same. We are England, Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland. We are humanity. And that's what we are. And that's what I hope it will be in all the different countries of the world, gradually come together, because we are all humanity. And as I ran across from England into Wales, up into Scotland, across Northern Ireland, back into Scotland, there was no difference in the way people were reacting to me. Everyone was really positive. No one actually believed I was doing it, in fact. It was, after a while, I turned up and said, well, you can run to Scotland if you want. This is the thing. I did, and no one was believing it. It just was very surreal. But I was an Englishman with the name of Edward, for God's sake. If you know the history of Edwards going up to Scotland trying to do things, I ran with the Scottish flag, 8 marathons through Scotland. It was beautiful. I thought it was really beautiful. Most people went, I thought it was fantastic. It's such a beautiful place that we could be to do that. It's Scotland's choice. It comes this Thursday, it's 3 days away. We cannot say anything to you except we wanted to say that we do care. The people outside Scotland, we care about you in Scotland. You are part of the United Kingdom family. We would really love you to stay. Honest to God, that's 82%. That's a huge chunk of us. We really love you to stay with us. You will make your own decisions. It's totally up to you. But if you vote no thank you, you will get more powers. So why not try it? Why not try getting more powers rather than separating from us forever? Scotland, we do care. Good luck to you, whatever you do, we salute you. Thank you.
thank you for those brilliant words. We are almost at the end of this evening's gathering, and I'd like you all to do me a favour. Will you put your flags back up? Will you get all the flags back up? I don't know about everyone else here, but the morning after the vote, what I'm hoping for and what I will be wishing for is that the Union Jack is still the flag that we are all able to wave. Let's stay together, everybody! I'd like to end with handing over to the man who's made this campaign possible. Will you please put your hands together once more for Dan Snow?
Well, that wasn't bad for 3 days planning. Thank you very much for turning up. Hello over there. Thank you very much for coming. We've run out of flags. That's a good sign. I need you to do one last thing. There's no such thing as a free lunch. I need you to get your phones out of your pockets. A phone invented by after doing a little time in London. I want you to enter your PIN number, invented by working for an illustrious Anglo-Scottish firm. Hold it up high. And then I want you to take a picture of this crowd, because we want to just show people in years to come. Colour photography, invented by And then put the following into your phone, please. Let's stay together.org.uk. Let's go and sign online to tell the Scottish people, tell the Scottish voters, that it is their choice. We respect the exercise of their democratic rights. It's exciting, it's inspiring to watch it happen. It is their choice. But if they care what we think, we passionately believe that we should stay together. Thank you, everybody, and let's stay together.